The compact lead-acid batteries found in most electric start outdoor power equipment are not always reliable, so it makes sense to keep them on a low amperage trickle charger or battery maintainer when the machine is not in use. The problem is these batteries, or their terminals, are often inconvenient to access, which can discourage us from doing this important maintenance. In this video, we'll install a handy dash or panel-mounted charger port that makes this battery upkeep a snap. Coming up right now, here on Shop Tales and Lore. This Massimo side-by-side is a good example of inconvenient battery access. The battery lives here, under the hood, which is held in place by two long machine screws, secured with U-nuts. Lining up the holes in the hood panel with the U-nuts to reinstall the screws can be tedious, especially in cold weather with numb fingers. By the way, stick around till the end of the video for a look at some alternative hardware that makes this go much faster. Anyway, since we use this UTV almost daily, going through this hood removal ritual twice a day to connect and disconnect a battery charger just wasn't an option for us. Charging adapters designed to backfeed through a cigarette lighter socket have been around for years, but most have smaller gauge wires, are not known for reliably maintaining a connection, and unless the socket is wired directly to the battery, there's a risk this method may damage other electrical components. These aftermarket SAE-style ports are a real game changer. They offer a strong, reliable connection, are available with up to 10 gauge copper wires, and come in a range of shapes and styles to work with almost any application. We'll put Amazon affiliate links in the description for each type, as well as links for the other project components and specialty tools used in this video. The socket we selected comes with cables that are just over a foot long. You will likely need additional cable to reach the battery, and that's where this SAE to O-ring terminal harness comes in. These are available in various lengths to fit just about any situation. Initially, I was hoping to install the port through this accessory delete plate, but it turned out that the factory hole was just too big. I finally settled on one of these decorative squares molded into the dash on the passenger side. They are out of the way, with plenty of thickness to provide a sturdy mount for the port, and are easy to access from the back side, which in this case is tucked up behind the right fender. I started by marking the center of the square with an awl, then drilled the smallest pilot hole possible that would still let the main body of the port rest flush against the dash. This shoulder on the back of the port is slightly under 7/8 of an inch in diameter, so I drilled a 3/4 inch hole and enlarged it slightly with a Dremel sanding drum to get a snug fit. Next, I drilled through holes for some stainless No. 8 machine screws 3/4 of an inch long, using an 11/64 self-centering bit. I installed one of the screws after completing each hole to keep the port from turning or shifting while drilling the other holes. Each screw received a flat washer, lock washer, and nut at the back of the dash. And if you like handy tips like this, check out this quick channel promo. If you're a serious do-it-yourselfer or home workshop enthusiast looking for a variety of helpful content in one place, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified whenever we release a new video. And if we've helped you today, please take a moment to like, share, and comment below. It helps these videos reach more folks, and your comments help others as well. Thanks again. Here's a look at the completed dash mount from the front and back. Next, I disconnected the battery cables, negative side first, and added the extension harness lugs to the battery terminals, remembering to reinstall the other battery cables as well. Then I threaded the other end of the harness down through an opening in the battery and fuse box area, secured it to part of the frame in this area with a heavy-duty zip tie, and joined the SAE plug from the extension harness to the mating plug coming from the dash port. At this point, all that's left in the basic installation is to tidy up and secure the harness coming from the battery, which I did by zip tying the extra cable length to the frame under the fender, being careful to stay well clear of the steering, suspension, or other moving parts. When it comes to the charger itself, there are a number of good brands on the market, but I ended up going with this low amperage maintainer from Nexpeak. It does some pretty impressive diagnostics for a charger in its price range and can be manually switched between standard charging, repair, and trickle charge modes. The charger is fitted with an SAE plug and comes with both clip-style and ring terminal adapters. The ring terminals and wire gauge used in this adapter were a little too small for our situation, which is why we ended up going with a larger harness. Here's the beauty of this system. When we come in at the end of a long day, there's no more fumbling with fasteners or panels to gain access to the battery. We just plug the charger into the dash socket and connect it to AC power. The next morning, the battery is topped off and ready to go. We just unplug the charger, coil up the cable, and store it in the glove box. No tools or frustration required. Here's the hood fastener tip we talked about earlier. I first heard about these from Wade over at the Sabine River Valley channel. These D-ring pins and U-nuts are the perfect replacement for those frustrating long screws the manufacturer uses to hold the hood in place. Just insert the pin through the panel into the U-nut and give it a 90-degree twist. No more fumbling with trying to align and thread those long screws. I'm pleased with the overall installation, but if I were to change anything, it would probably be to use a shorter harness from the battery. In this case, the 6-foot cables were just a tad long. Hey, thanks very much for watching. Here are a couple more videos you might find helpful. And be sure to visit our homepage for a wide variety of other DIY and home workshop topics.